Hey y'all, it's really awesome. This is Beer Thrift Machine. I did $660 in one day. Stay tuned to find out what I sold. Alright y'all, like I just said, I did $667.05 in one day. These are the items that I sold. Always remember that you basically have to cut that in half for the profit. That's going to take out shipping and fees and all that stuff. So really, it was about $330, but a gross sales of $667. The first one's going to be Craftsman's 3/8 drive, 2 deep sockets, and they're VV series, which means that they are vintage, and they sold for only $5, and the buyer did pay shipping of $7.50. That did go in a padded flat rate. This next one is going to be one of those paintball guns I picked up for $20. This one did not work. I had a tank that was half empty, so I plugged it in, but it did have a pretty significant leak somewhere in the handle. I could have fixed it, taken it apart, but I decided to do a quick flip and sold it for $45, and the buyer did pay shipping almost immediately. That was a super good price for that gun. He's gonna have to fix it, or she's gonna have to fix it, whoever bought it, but they are about $150 guns, so if you ever find those proto paint guns, they definitely are worth some money. The next one is going to be this camera right here, 35mm rangefinder camera. I've had this thing for a long time. I picked up at a thrift store like probably 6 months ago. I paid 20 bucks for it at the time, and it sold for $75, and the buyer did pay shipping. I had a high price on this in the beginning for about $199, and me and this individual were talking, and we finally cut a deal for 75 bucks. That's not bad. This one right here, if this worked, this is a high dollar remote. It turns out that it would not hold a charge, so I had to basically sell it for like, not really parts because it did turn on, but it needed a battery. So this sold for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. You can see the name of it right there. And this was in a huge box, and I'm glad that I did put calculated shipping on there because it was that remote is bigger than it looked. This next one is going to be a Callaway Big Bertha Steelhead 3 wood. It is a firm flex, went for $16, and the buyer did pay shipping, and I'm in the profit 100% on. This right here, I bought it at an auction a while back, and I put it on, and then I put it on auction on eBay, and it went for $75, and the buyer did pay shipping, and it's the 1975 $6 Million Man figure with box. The thing about the box, it looks good in the picture, but it was actually destroyed on the top, but I thought that was a good price. I was happy to get $75 for it. This one right here, again, I bought a whole bunch of these a while back. I think they're starting to sell off a little bit faster. This is the Department 56. This one right here is just the original Snow Village, and it went for $13, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one's going to be an LG G4 Verizon phone. It was in really good condition. It worked properly. The thing is that it says read right there because it wouldn't hold a charge. That's why it only went for $30, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one right here, I actually walked into it, was excited that I found it, but it wasn't my size because these things are neat. These are the old muscle tees from Gold's Gym. This one actually said Myrtle Beach on it. It was a size large, made in the United States, and went for $17, and the buyer did pay shipping. This one's a Borewright shank machinist mate. It's basically a bit for machinist. Went for $18, and the buyer did pay shipping. I have nothing in that. I'm totally good on this one. This one was a Tippmann A5 paintball gun. I did test this one. This one worked properly, and it did come with the hopper and 2 barrels for $106, and the buyer did pay shipping. And this one right here is a Skill 18-volt lithium-ion charger. It went for $18, and the buyer did pay shipping, and that went priority. That was actually a heavy charge, and I only paid $1 for it. That's actually the 12 things that I did sell to make $660 gross sales. But like I said, you got to take that back down. So I really made about $330 that day, but I reinvested about $100 in that same day. So the thing is I had a spike in sales after I did 2 things. Is that I watched some YouTube, and people were saying they were having slow sales and how they were going to combat that. And one was go through your old listings, which I did. I actually went through some of my old listings, about 20 of them in one day. I took them down, I fixed them, I did the background delete on those. I switched some things up in the title, and then I reposted them. I said, sell as similar, reposted them, and I actually sold 2 items the next day doing that. And then I put my entire store on a sale for 3 days. The sale is over, but for the last 3 days, I have crushed it in sales. This is $660 the day after. I think I did $550, and today I think I'm up to $600 also. So it was really neat to see, maybe like the whole store going on sale, like did something with eBay's algorithm. I don't know, but all I can tell you is that's really good numbers for me. I don't really run in the $500 to $600 a day sales for gross sales. So I'm really excited about that. So hopefully this has been educational. If you have been slow sales, maybe try those 2 things. It worked for me for sure because like I said, that's above average 100% for me on these sales. So hopefully you learned something. Hopefully if you do that, it also works for you. And I'll catch you on the next one.